to shed more light on this topic, we are delighted to have with us Mr. Ismail Darmala. He is an African Muslim from Nigeria. Thank you very much, sir, for joining us on Nile TV.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. I would like you to tell me more about the celebrations of Ramadan in Nigeria.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Ramadan in Nigeria is happily celebrated.
Okay.
It is a period where or during which families, friends comes together to celebrate, to have fun together, to not having fun together only, where they share words of Allah with one another, share the blessings of Ramadan with one another, and then increases the tie of relationship amongst them. It is a period during which different families that have seen for long come together to relate with one another the more, to have fun with one another, and increase the ties of relationship, family bond, friendship. It is a period in which that comes together for during Ramadan in Nigeria.
Okay, Mr. Ismail, what the culture differences affect these celebrations in your country, different to any country?
Yeah, in Nigeria, for example,
yes,
we have the northern part of Nigeria and we have the southern part of Nigeria. In the northern part of Nigeria, the culture there is a culture where during this particular period, all families, especially children, the children are meant, you see the children extremely happy.
Okay.
Different from other celebrations. Why? Because it is a period during which in that part of Nigeria, 7 days. 7 days is used to celebrate Ramadan. That is Eid in the Fitr in the northern part of Nigeria. And you see the children wearing different clothes differently. From
7 days?
For 7 days.
Okay.
So it is a period where they prepared heavily for it. I'm from southern part of Nigeria.
This is from the southern part.
I've once worked in the northern part of Nigeria. And you see them preparing heavily for it, buying different clothes and different foodstuffs and stocking their home with everything. So the moment the Eid comes, you see the children from day 1, day 2, day 3, up to day 7. They wear different clothes, and you see them very happy, moving from houses to houses, moving from friends to friends. And that is how.
It's very interesting.
Yeah, very interesting. Very interesting.
How long have you been here in Egypt?
I'm just a year.
Sorry?
1 year.
1 year. So you celebrated Ramadan in Egypt?
No, I only celebrated Eid al-Adha.
Eid al-Adha, okay.
However, I've heard a lot about Ramadan in Egypt.
You're looking forward.
I can't wait to have it.
Okay.
I can't wait to witness it.
You will be here in Ramadan.
Yes, I will definitely be here in Ramadan. I've been told the kind of generosity that is shared among Muslims, the kind of relationship that exists among Muslims, the kind of happiness people go through. And the aura is here already. The aura is here already, so I can't wait to have it.
And did you spend any Ramadan in any African country?
Except Nigeria.
No, in Nigeria.
Except Nigeria.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Ismail, how would you describe the role of the religion in bringing the countries closer to each other?
Religion has played a very important role in bringing countries together. Because we do things
the same rituals, yes.
Our Ramadan in Nigeria is not different from that of Egypt.
Yes.
It's not different from that of Uganda. It's not different from that of Ghana. So it is an avenue where countries get to know one another, gets to know each other.
Yes.
More. Religion has made us to realize that globally we are one.
Yes.
Globally,
we are united in
we are
Muslims.
We are united.
All Muslims.
In everything.
Yes.
So that is what religion has come to do for us. It has actually influenced the bond of relationship. It has actually influenced the way and manner we relate. So that when I left Nigeria to come to Egypt, I was comfortable.
You didn't feel that much difference. To do the same.
Muslim country.
I'm going to the circle of my people. So because of that, we can't underemphasize the fact that religion has played a role in uniting countries together, and Africa as an example.
So you're a student at Al-Azhar. What are your studies?
Yes, I'm basically, like I said, I'm in Mahad
Yes.
presently, and we are
Religious only, or do you,
Yes.
do you
And why
study
did
any
you
other
choose
thing?
Azhar for your studies?
a lot of reasons, but I'll give you basically two.
Yes, please.
Yes, my teacher schooled in Azhar, and I see the kind of knowledge he has. I see the kind of knowledge he has, and the way and manner he describes his teachers while he was here. So that has influenced my coming here.
Yes.
And when I got here, I've also seen the same thing,
Yeah.
that knowledge is everywhere
Okay.
in Azhar, in Egypt. Knowledge is everywhere. You go to Mahad, there is knowledge. You go to the Rasakhosa, there is knowledge.
Yes.
You go to Kulia, there is knowledge. So like somebody that is looking for knowledge, it is an avenue for me. It is a place I already want. And secondly is the fact that all over the world, a certificate from Azhar
It's
is
accredited.
more respected,
Yes.
more valued. So I want my
And it
certificate
has
to be
a
valued.
ranking.
So
The
it has a
Azhar
very high
University
ranking. So
has a
hence
rank all over the
I
world.
choose to come here.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Ismail, how did the arrival of Islam to African countries
I didn't get that.
impact? How did the arrival of Islam,
Arrival of Islam.
yes, to the African countries have an impact on the social and the cultural stages of these countries?
Before the arrival of Islam, historically, before the arrival of Islam, there were different cultures that when you hear about them today, you want to say, how could somebody have done this? For example, there were places where when a king dies,
Yeah.
the people around the king, the servants of the king, are buried alive along with the king.
In
There are
which
places
country?
in Africa,
Yes.
This
African
is in
countries.
which country?
Nigeria?
Oh, we have it in Nigeria.
Oh.
Okay.
It was like that in Nigeria.
So they.
But with the arrival of Islam, so look, when the king dies on his own, and the servants have their own life to live. So Islam has come to do that. There were issues of trade where tradings were not done up
Yes.
properly. They were not done in accordance. It is the might have all, the powerful have all. But when Islam came with religion. The point of equality. That look, if you have your money and I have my goods to sell, you buy from me, and I give you the goods that is equivalent to what you are giving me as a money.
Yeah.
But before then, it wasn't like that. It used to be, oh, the powerful have everything. So this is one of the ways in which Islam has actually influenced. Islam has actually also influenced the way we dress.
Okay.
In terms of dressings,
And you are wearing Islamic dress.
yeah.
Yes, the Islam.
There were issues where, or there were people, even up till now in some part of Africa, that the way they dress is some of them are almost naked. But Islam came and brought us the way and manner to dress, such that you don't have to influence or you don't have to affect the person that is close to you. And that is why a woman is expected to cover his or her body, and a man is also expected to dress reasonably well, so that his and aura are covered reasonably, so that it doesn't influence the other persons negatively.
Okay, Mr. Ismail, back to Ramadan. I would like to tell me about the Taraweeh prayers in Nigeria. Do you perform Taraweeh prayers in mosques or at home?
Sure.
In
We do it
Egypt,
the mosque.
some people go to mosques.
No. It is, in terms of percentage, it is about 98% in the mosque.
Okay, like Egypt.
Yes, about 98%
So
in the
this
mosque,
is similarity.
and 2% in homes. And those 2% are probably women who sometimes may not have the opportunity to go to the mosque.
Okay.
But in Nigeria, we have about 98% performance of Taraweeh in the mosque.
In the mosque. Okay. What else are the similarities between the African countries in Ramadan and differences?
A lot of similarities. Of course, the similarities are clear.
Like Nigeria, Uganda, Ethiopia.
We do eat the same time. We Salatul Eid is the same.
Yes.
All right, and
We mean the traditions. Yes.
yes, the tradition is exactly the one I mentioned in the
In
northern
the
part
southern
of Nigeria,
part
for
and the
example.
western part,
In
yeah.
the southern part of Nigeria, yes, we are not as, in quotes, we are not as religious as them in the northern part, because when Islam was coming, Islam landed in the northern part of Nigeria first, before coming down to the south. However, we still have in history that about in about 15 centuries, Islam has been in that part of the country, that is in the southern part of the country. Be that as it may, there were more traditionalists than we do have in Muslims, and that has negatively affected the population of Muslims in that part. However, it doesn't stop the fact that the influence of Islam up until today is overwhelming than any other one in that part of the country. So Islam has actually brought about a lot of changes.
Yes.
A lot of changes
To Africa.
to Africa, and especially the country where I came from, Nigeria.
Well, Mr. Ismail, is there any popular food served during this month of Ramadan in Nigeria? Like here in Egypt, we have the kunafa, the dates, the qatayif.
Sure.
Do you have any special food there?
Sure.
What's the name of it?
There is one that is common to both the north and the south,
Okay.
and that is called cocoa,
Okay.
a pap made from corn.
Corn.
All right.
Okay.
Pap made from corn and sometimes sorghum.
Okay.
So it is made. The corn is grounded, or the sorghum is grounded, sieved, and then the solid part is melted, and then hot water poured into it. It becomes solid, and then we take it. Sometimes you add sugar, sometimes you add milk.
Like a
No.
soup?
Like not so, but it's a liquid.
Okay.
It's a
Okay.
liquid. So
What
it's
else than the cocoa?
cocoa, yes. that
Yes.
is-
What
yes.
else?
What else?
Apart from cocoa, we have what is called akara, made
Okay.
from beans. That is bean cake
Okay.
that is taken alongside with it. All right. And
And you break your fasting on dates like here in Egypt?
Like here in Egypt? or
Water
no?
and
definitely
dates?
we break our fast on it, because the hadith on breaking fast with dates, that is more rewarding.
It's a sunnah.
Because it's
everywhere.
a
So
sunnah,
Yes.
we break our fast with dates and every other form of types of food that is available. Right. But the dates is more in the northern part of Nigeria than in the south. However, we do have some of us that understand that is, we look for dates at all costs to make sure that we break our fast with it before taking any other thing.
Okay.
Well.
We have a tradition here in Egypt in Ramadan called Ma'idat al-Rahman, or a table, or Rahman table. It's for poor people. Rich people made cook for poor people, and it's a long table everywhere.
In the streets
You have
and-
the
and
same in
also.
Nigeria?
Oh, not exactly.
No?
Not exactly. But we do have, like now, I belong to a circle where we raise money, buy food,
And you distribute it.
distribute among the
Okay.
less privileged people.
And also have Ramadan bags here. You have
Yeah,
Ramadan bags?
yes, you should not
It's a lot of
Ramadan.
food in
Ramadan
it.
cartoons or
We do
bags,
have-
yes.
we have
We
something
do
like
have a
that,
lot
You
of
have
sorts
in
of
Nigeria?
Yes, we have-
Tell
we
me
have
more
some.
about this.
All right, so for those that are less privileged, they are always looking up to such days. So we gather money. Individuals also do it. Individuals that are
Yes.
that
Well
have
off.
enough money, they do it, buy enough food, different types of food, of course uncooked anyway, rice, beans, gari,
Yeah.
and a whole lot of other food,
But uncooked.
Beverages.
Not cooked.
uncooked,
Okay.
and including beverages.
Beverages, yes.
Beverages. So these are distributed reasonably, and then families are invited. It's gaining more ground year in, year out.
Yes.
Before, 10 years back, it wasn't like that.
Okay.
But because of the awareness that is created about this, that look, there are a lot of people that are downtrodden, that need our assistance. And
Okay.
since Ramadan is a month in which you want more reward,
Yeah.
so people are eager to do it in the month of Ramadan.
Yes.
So you have them buy a lot of food, distribute, even money.
Yeah.
They distribute money as well. You
Yes.
share money amongst people, so that if you can't get what we have distributed of food, you can take money and go and buy on your own.
Yeah.
Sometimes what I like may not be what you distribute.
Yes,
so
yes.
money is given
Money
in
is
such,
better
in such a place, and then you
sometimes.
can buy whatever.
Okay, you just mentioned beverages. It's important in Ramadan. Here in Egypt, we have many famous beverages like amreddin, or it's an apricot juice, hibiscus or karkadi, and also sobia, which is coconut. So, what's the famous drink in Ramadan in Nigeria?
The famous drink is, we call it zobo.
Zobo?
Zobo. We call it zobo. It's one of them. Like I also mentioned, cocoa is one of them.
Yes.
What are the
What's
components of this
made of what, this zobo?
beverage?
The zobo, yeah, it's a leaf. It's a rose leaf. Like, I think I've seen
It's a
similar
plant?
thing in Egypt.
Maybe.
I've seen similar thing in Egypt.
I don't. What's the color?
Black?
Not black,
Brown?
reddish brown.
Ah, yes,
Reddish
it's
brown.
karkadi. It's hibiscus.
So we make it.
Here
and
it's
then-
karkadi in Egypt.
All right, so we make it,
Uh-huh.
and then we also have date drinks.
Yes.
We also
Date
have
with
that.
milk or
Yeah,
without?
we also have that.
It's famous in Egypt also.
Yeah, we also have that.
But it has a lot of calories.
Yeah.
So tell me more about the healthy lifestyle of Nigerians. They are thin, all of them, most of them are thin. So what
didn't
what
get
do
that.
you eat? What do you eat in Nigeria?
What we eat,
Yes, to be
To be fit?
Keep
Yes.
yes, to keep your body fit.
yes,
okay.
grilled food.
I'm not going to talk about junks. There are a lot of junks nowadays. But
You have junks
yes,
in
we have a lot
Nigeria.
of junks. But the food that are eaten to give us healthy life are the cocoa I mentioned.
Yes,
Cocoa, yes.
it's the
When
corn.
you take it without
This is very
sugar.
famous in Nigeria. Cocoa.
when you don't take it without sugar, because if you take it with sugar, the cocoa itself is carbohydrate.
Yes.
Okay.
So when you now take sugar with it again, you are having more carbs. So
Yeah.
sometimes it leads to, but we
Yes.
prefer to take it. Some of my friends prefer to take it with dates.
With dates, yes.
All right, and that makes it more sumptuous and at the same time very
It gives
healthy.
more energy.
Yes.
Very
Yes.
healthy.
Okay.
Then there is also some other local food called eba.
Mm-hmm.
That eba is made from gari, and then you put water on the fire. When
And
it
cook
boils,
it?
you put the gari in, and then you stir. It becomes solid. And you take it with stew. Are less privileged. They are always looking up to such days. So we gather money. Individuals also do it. Individuals that are
Yes.
that
Well
have
off.
enough money, they do it, buy enough food, different types of food. Of course, uncooked anyway. Rice, beans, gari,
Yeah,
and a whole lot of other food.
but uncooked,
Beverages.
not cooked.
Uncooked,
Okay.
and including beverages.
Beverages,
Okay.
yes.
Beverages. So these are distributed reasonably, and then families are invited. It's gaining more ground year in, year out.
Yes.
Before, 10 years back, it wasn't like that.
Okay.
But because of the awareness that is created about this, that look, there are a lot of people that are downtrodden that need our assistance. And
Okay.
since Ramadan is a month in which you want more reward,
Yeah.
so people are eager to do it in the month of Ramadan.
Yes.
So you have them buy a lot of food, distribute, even money.
Yeah.
They distribute money as well. You
Yes.
share money amongst people so that if you can't get what we have distributed of food, you can take money and go and buy on your own.
Yeah.
Sometimes what I like may not be what you distribute.
Yes.
So
Yes.
money is given in
Money
in
is
such,
better
in such a place, and then you
sometimes.
can buy whatever.
Okay, you just mentioned beverages. It's important in Ramadan. Here in Egypt, we have many famous beverages like amreddin, or it's an
Karkadi.
apricot juice, hibiscus or karkadi, and also sobia, which is coconut. So, what's the famous drink in Ramadan in Nigeria?
The famous drink is, we call it zobo.
Zobo?
Zobo. We call it zobo. It's one of them. Like I also mentioned, cocoa is one of them.
Yes.
What are the
What's
components of this
made of what, this zobo?
beverage?
The zobo, yeah, it's a leaf. It's a rose leaf. I think I've seen
It's a
similar
plant?
thing in Egypt.
Maybe.
I've seen similar thing in Egypt.
I don't. What's the color?
Black?
Not black,
Brown?
reddish brown.
Ah, yes,
Reddish
it's
brown.
karkadi. It's hibiscus.
So we make it.
Here
And
it's
then-
karkade in
All
Egypt.
right, so we make it. And
Uh-huh.
then we also have date drinks.
Okay.
Yes.
We also
Date
have
with
that.
milk or
Yeah,
without?
we also have that.
It's famous in Egypt also.
Yeah, we also have that in,
But,
in
it,
Nigeria.
but it has a lot of calories.
Yeah.
So tell me more about the healthy lifestyle of Nigerians. They are thin, all of them, most of them are thin. So
I-
what,
I didn't
what
get
do
that.
you eat? What do you eat in Nigeria?
What we eat,
Yes, to be
To
To
fit.
keep
Yes.
yes, to keep your body fit.
yes,
okay.
grilled food.
I'm not going to talk about junks. There are a lot of junks nowadays. But
You have junks
yes,
in
we have a lot
Nigeria.
of junks. But the food that are eaten to give us healthy life, the cocoa I mentioned.
Yes,
Cocoa, yes.
it's the
When
corn.
you take it without
This is very
sugar,
famous in Nigeria. Cocoa.
when you don't take it without sugar, but if you take it with sugar, the cocoa itself is carbohydrate.
Yes.
Okay.
So when you now take sugar with it again, you are having more carbs. So
Yeah.
sometimes it leads to. But we
Yes.
prefer to take it. Some of my friends prefer to take it with dates.
With dates, yes.
All right, and that makes it more sumptuous and at the same time very
It gives
healthy.
more energy.
Yes.
Very
Yes.
healthy.
Okay.
Then there is also some other local food called eba.
Mm-hmm.
That eba is made from gari, and then you put water on the fire. When
And
it
cook
boils,
it?
you put the gari in, and then you stir. It becomes solid. And you take it with stew
Okay.
and different kind of stews, vegetable stews, ordinary stews, and sauce. You take it with that.
And what about soups? What is the famous soup in Nigeria?
Vegetables stews are popular.
Okay.
Vegetable stews are popular. It depends on interest. But vegetables, because of the health benefit of vegetable, because of the health benefit, many people prefer to take vegetable stews.
Okay.
Right? We have ugu, we have lettuce, we have a lot of vegetables. But
Okay.
that is
Okay, Mr. Ismail Darmala, thank you very much for joining us on Nile TV today.
Thank you so much
having
for
me.
being with us.
Thank you for having me.
Ladies and gentlemen, short break and we will be back.
Stay tuned.